Welcome back to the Brownstone Asia Tech Demo Laboratory. So to continue with our webinar series, we're going to demonstrate you, for this video, our PlasmaQuant 9000 Elite. So this particular model is part of the PlasmaQuant 9000 series, which is now updated with the PQ 9100. So with the new updated version of the PQ 9000 series, so the only thing that have changed are yung aesthetics niya, the color, for example, and as well as some addition of new sensors and improvement of some hardware parts. But I believe in terms of its performance and technical, capability for the analysis, there's not much of that have changed. So we can still conclude that the performance of the PQ 9000 and 9100 series are the same. So again, for the purpose of the demo, in the duration of this video, we're going to use this PlasmaQuant 9000. So for this demonstration, we're going to show you how to maintain your system, the ICPOES system, for example, and then as well as show you a demonstration from yung fully shut down state up to nakakapag-calibrate ka na, nakakapag-analyze ka na state. So how long it would take you, because I believe that the theme of this webinar series, to see how your productivity will be increased with our system. So when talking about maintenance of an ICPOES system, typically we can divide it into two portions. So maintenance done by your distributor or supplier, and then on the other hand, yung end user level na maintenance. So we're not going to dwell deep with the maintenance ng supplier or ng distributor nyo, but rather than yung typical na maintenance na ginagawa ng isang end user. So typically, it involves or revolves around the maintenance of your, of course, yung general cleanliness naman ng machine, you can wipe it off. So hindi na natin yan. So parang alin ba yung mahirap, no? What's challenging para sa ating mga end user? So typically, it's somewhere in the sample introduction system. So with the sample introduction system, sabi ko nga, if some of you haven't seen or used an ICPOES, so ito yung, di ba, ito yung sample introduction, ito yung dinadalo yan ng samples nyo. So these are the ones that mostly that can get wet or that can get dirty. So for example, yung nebulizer, mamaya pakita natin, pero for the purpose of maintenance, yung nebulizer, meron yung nebulizer cleaner. So si nebulizer cleaner, like this one, para siyang injection, mukha siyang syringe, So nag-i-inject siya ng water dito. You can get clean water, and then lalagay mo rito yung sa nozzle yung nebulizer mo. And then, ipo-force out mo na parang mag-backwash yung nebulizer. So, this is how you do it. And then, another part of sample introduction is yung mga pump tubes or yung consumables na pinapalitan mo. Again, ito naman kasi mabilis na palitan. It literally wouldn't consume you more than 1 minute to replace. So, hindi siya ganong mahirap. Ito siguro would take just around 5 minutes kung ikaw ay sanay na maglinis. But what's most challenging for me, is the maintenance of the torch. So for the maintenance of torch, it's very critical for me because when we're talking about productivity, it's very underrated na topic when it comes to buying an equipment. Why do I say that? Because sometimes when we are discussing with you, for example, we're talking about our equipment to you or any suppliers, we just generally mention that ang pinapront lang namin is yung ease of use, ganyan, but we rarely talk about the maintenance. But for this opportunity, I would like to mention that it's very critical in terms of your productivity. So, gusto mo, of course, na, for example, yung torch, since lagi siyang madudumihan, or it will get dirty through time, gusto mo na mabilis na ma-maintain. And then, this is when this fully demountable torch would come in. So, sa PQ 9000 series, whether it's the 9000 or the 9100, it utilizes a fully demountable torch. So, when we say fully demountable, so, itong glass pieces niya, the outer tube, okay, you can remove it. You can also remove the inner tube. So, as well as yung injector. No? Dito dumadaan yung sample mo sa injector. So, yun yung mga glass pieces niya. Lahat yan, pwede mo siyang ma-remove or i-demount fully from the torch body. So how can this benefit your productivity? So, let's say, yung outer tube mo gets dirty, which is the typical case that will happen. So, you can maintain your outer tube alone, no, without maintaining your other parts. So, what will happen is, again, it will save you time, or kung torch yung madumi, or sorry, yung injector lang yung maintain mo. So, it really helps you trim down yung unnecessary maintenance dun sa parts. So, another benefit is, let's say, tapos ka na maglinis, kung tapos ka na maglinis, you can easily dry this kasi nga pwede mo sila ma-pull apart. And as well as, yung mga areas na gusto mong malinis, for example, may mga fully demountable systems kasi na the outer tube and inner tube are still bound. Magkasama pa rin sila. So, hard to reach area. So, for example, may gusto kang linisin doon. Again, it would take you time. So, as I've mentioned, sa fully demountable, that's not a problem because you can remove the inner tube, you can maintain it by itself, or whatever you want. So, it will really save you time. No? It will really increase your productivity. So, kung gusto mo na siyang assemblein, let's say you're done with maintaining the torch, no, na-dry out mo na siya, so you can easily put it back. No? So, lahat to, puro hand tight lang. So, map it back in. So, lagay mo lang yung inner tube mo, then outer tube, and then, you're done. So, ready ka na ulit mag-analyze. So, this torch, we can now use it with our ICPOES system. So, gamitin na natin siya. Tama kayo.
So, of course, after maintaining your torch, so we are going to put it back to our machine sa ating ICPOES system. So, with our system, so we are utilizing a rail type of torch mounting. So, this allows us to automatically align yung torch after ma-attach mo siya. So, if you can see these two dito, hand-tight na screws. So, you will just fit it here, do sa rail. So, by the way, it has polarity. So, hindi ka magkakamali when attaching your torch. So, unidirectional lang siya. So, what will happen is you just need to hand-tight these, two hand screw. Okay? And then after that, so hand-tight lang siya, and then you will just pop it upward. So, when you pop it, okay, so meron siyang shuttle type. So, when you push up the shuttle, you can hear something, no? Pag nag-click yon, no? Again, I'm going to repeat it. Yeah. So, when you hear the click, it's already aligned. So, if it's already aligned, no, you can simply attach the spray chamber alongside with the nebulizer na nakakonect. So, that's how fast you can maintain your sample introduction. So, just to give you some looks, no, we're going to open our sample compartment. So, here. So, syempre, another part of maintenance is not just about the sample introduction. So, sometimes during or after and before your analysis, you might need to maintain yung inyong cone. So, ito kasi yung cone na to, typically, it is exposed to your samples as well. So, this one, you can wipe it with your Kim wipe. Let's say you have your Kim wipe, meron kang wet na Kim wipe. So, as you can see, yung maintenance, very easy. You can easily access this. And not to mention that itong brand na to, or this design, ng particular brand, is very parang Asian friendly. No, alam natin na hindi typically we are not built tall, no, as human beings. So this helps us, or this is a very helpful na feature, no. So madali mo siya ma-access. So, itong mga area na to, you can maintain that, you can wipe it off, and then after that, you simply close it, and your system is now good to go. So, proceeding with our with our demonstration, we are now going to start using the machine. So, we are going to analyze samples and standards, and as well as some quality control samples. So, we will start with, we will show you from scratch, from fully shut down. Let's go.
So now we are ready to operate our PQ9000 elite. So as you can see, no, we are opting to start from a fully shut down system, no, with an exception to, of course, yung UPS, pinower on na namin, and then yung computer. Pero nonetheless, the chiller is turned off, as well as the auto sampler, no, indicator light niya turned off, and as well as yung ating yung system, no, the ICPOES. So we're going to start operating this at around Tim, anong oras na tayo ngayon? Time check. No? So it's exactly 6 o'clock in the evening. So we're going to start operating. So let's see how long it would take us to operate the system from full shutdown hanggang makapag-run tayo ng first calibration. Okay? So let's go. Turn this on. Yung ating chiller. Alright? And then, our auto sampler. So, bumukas na yung indicator light niya. And then, sa may ICPOES system natin, okay, the PQ9000 Elite, nandito yung switch button niya on the left side ng machine. So, as you can see here, walang power yung LED. So, yung power switch niya, and then it would turn, yung LED would turn on when it's already powered on. So as you can see, we already started turning on our devices rather. And from the chiller, no, it would take time to cool, and then as well as yung ating PQ9000 Elite. So si PQ9000 Elite and as well as the PQ9100 series, meron siyang tinatawag na optical system purge. So when you turn on, when you press the power button, what will happen is that it will start purging the optical system with 2 liters per minute ng argon flow. So this one, no, this flow is very little, no, I mean very low yan na flow, and it's designed to customers na gustong yung hindi agad mag-analyze. Gusto nila mag-turn on muna ng machine pero hindi pa sila agad mag-analyze just to start the purging. But if you're the one na would need to amp up, no? Gusto mo agad makapag-analyze right away. So that's when you open the software, you can transition from 2 liters per minute going to 9 liters per minute. And that would allow you to fast or quickly purge the optical system, making it readily available. And another note to mention that since our PQ9000 Elite as well as the 9100 system is not thermostated, yung optical bench na is not thermostated, it wouldn't require you like 30 minutes of warming up, no, or pre-warm up dun sa system mo. So, what I'm saying is, as soon as you turn on this system, just turn it on, power it on, mag-start yung purging niya, and then you turn on the software, you can now start using the machine. So, pwede ka na makapag-ignite, pwede ka na makapag-warm up ng system, whatsoever. Okay? So, I would like to proceed with my analysis. So I'm going now to the computer. So since our system are already turned on, we can now proceed to operate our system using the computer. So now we're going to use the software. So here, you just have to double click your software, which is the Aspect PQ, and then just proceed with method development. And as soon as you click that, okay, the software will communicate with the ICPOES, and it will start the water cooling. And also, as I have mentioned, yung argon gas flow that purges the optical bench with 2 liters per minute with 2 liters per minute flow ng argon will now transition to 9 liters per minute when you click this plasma button. So as soon as you click that, okay, magpo-purge siya into 9 liters per minute, and what will happen is it would hasten yung inyong purging. So making it the ICPOES and your whole system ready to start the analysis. So ako, since I've already done purging the system or the optical bench, I can now start conditioning my plasma. So what you need to do is set the gas flow. So by the way, I already started using my fume hood, my exhaust. So don't forget to turn on your exhaust as well as to put your samples on the auto sampler. So samples are already in there, just waiting to be analyzed. So if this green indicator is already turned green, that means your flow rates are already set. So I can now start purging the spray chamber. So during this purging of the spray chamber, what would really happen is it will start to i-clear out yung sample introduction system. So normally, when you stop using the machine for some time, so yung internal environment can get inside dun sa spray chamber, and as well as hanggang dun sa torch, making it hard to ignite the plasma. So this purging would help you ignite your plasma more easily. So yeah. So we're just gonna wait for this until maging available na ulit yung ignite plasma button. So 9 seconds remaining. Okay. So when you're done purging, you can start clicking ignite the plasma. So while waiting for our plasma to ignite, okay, you can see some indicator here. So itong status of yung plasma status would be shown here. So makikita nyo siya if it's already igniting, if it's successfully ignited, and as well as after that, kung ilang minutes na siya naka-turn on yung plasma. Because I believe this is important. For example, if you're monitoring na gusto mo 10 minutes ka lang nag-warm up or 20 minutes, so you can monitor it using that indicator. So we're just going forward after makapag-ignite ng plasma. Okay. So just to show you, so the plasma was ignited successfully. So that is how it looks like. Yan. Yan. Pakita mo siya. Okay. So we're just waiting for it to stabilize. So successfully nakapag-ignite tayo ng plasma. So we're just going to yan. Yan. We're just going to wait, until the timer started. So our detector will start cooling itself, So pag nakapag-start na yan, makapag-cool, and then it will cool down. Yan. We're just going to wait for the plasma to be stabilized for around 10 minutes. We didn't require na mag-stabilize tayo for more than 10 minutes, because it would be such a waste of your time and your resources. So after 10 minutes, we can already start analyzing. So while waiting for this 10 minutes, siguro, we can also start, we can also integrate the method now, as well as pwede na tayo mag-put up ng sequence for our samples. For this demonstration, we will just be analyzing some standards and QC samples. Kaya nga, we have prepared some spike samples. So let's see how it will perform sa water analysis. Okay? Okay? So now we can, pwede muna natin itong i-close, yung plasma tab natin. So it's just already 1 minute pa lang naman. So we can close it. So for the meantime, no, to further increase our productivity, no, we can now select or make our method. In this case, meron na kasi akong ginagamit na method when I'm analyzing water samples. So as you can see, no, nakapili na ako ng mga wavelengths, nakapili na ako ng mga peak, ng mga, nakapag-set na ako ng aking internal standard, ganyan, yung plasma setting, no? For example, like that. The sample introduction, no? How fast do I want my flow rate to be for my sample flow rate? Yung mga wash time and delay time. How do I want to evaluate my data, no? Yung aking spectra, which pixels wavelengths do I want to evaluate specifically, how accurate it is. So I can now, I have already set that. And for the purpose of this demonstration, I will not further detail, no? What is that setting for? So, calibration, I already set it up, as well as statistics, etc. So when you're ready with your method, if you're happy with your method, you can accept this. You click OK. So what will happen is the method will now be reflected in the software. So pag may method ka na, you can now start adding your sequence. So the sequence function button is right here. So you can click that. And then you can now add your samples and your standards. So ito yung mga gusto mong i-analyze. So I want to start with calibration. So of course, everybody wants to start with calibration to see if it's, yung calibration natin for some reason, kung pangit siya or it's acceptable, di ba? We should start there. And then after that, I want to do blank reading. No, I want to check if I have blank reading. I also want to check for my QC. So I typically start with low concentration ng QC standard, which is, yan, pwede tayo mag-start with 20 ppb. So gusto ko 20 ppb ang i-analyze ko. And then as well as gusto ko magdagdag, ng QCDC blank. Si QC blank DL, brother, is blank to na mag-determine ng limit of detection. So, kaya siya DL, detection limit, yung gusto niya. So, it would give you some idea on what's your LOD for this analysis. So, I want also to use that. And then, from there, dun pa lang ako maglalagay ng sample. So, you can do this, whatever the regulation tells you, whatever your preference is. For me, I don't mind doing this. So, depende yan sa regulation na sinusundan nyo. But for this demonstration, yan, that's how I do it. Walang problem kahit kung gusto nyo may mauna, gusto nyo mag-QC muna before blank, fine. Ayan. And then, for our samples, I think we have 2 samples here. Yung isa isang spike sample, at yung isa naman is yung normal, yung bago yung spike. So, we're going to analyze them both. And then, after that, add tayo ng yung mataas na concentration ng QC. This is around 100 ppb. Yung kanina, yung QC1 natin is 20. Yep. And then, I'm gonna some special actions. So, the special actions kasi, you can integrate cleaning, no? So, kunwari ako, after I run, I always run my system with a rinse for around maybe 1.5 minutes, just for good measure. And then, after nun, pwede na ako mag-plasma off, no? So, makita nyo, meron na siyang na-add na plasma off here. So, after the run, magpo-plasma off na siya. So, again, further increasing your productivity in terms of your resources. Yeah. So, I think this is how I want to run my sample, my sequence, and then we're good to go. So, we're just going to check, no? We're just going to check kung nakainit yung ating plasma. So, 6 minutes, that's already passed. So, 4 minutes to go, we can start our calibration. So, 3 minutes. 3 minutes to go, we can start with our calibration. Fast forward, welcome back. So, nandito na tayo sa ating 10 minutes, no? So, pwede na tayo makapag-start ng sequence. So, you just have to click this, run sequence. And then, for dito sa ating system, we are saving the data, not after we run, no? So, kailangan mo na sabihin ng file name, mag-save na siya dyan automatically, and you cannot, parang hindi siya prone with yung nakakalimutan mong i-save. Yan. So, example, this is demo live AJ ICPOES. Yan. Okay? So, we're going to start with our analysis. It's around 6:29 p.m. now, and we're starting our analysis. So, as you can see, most of the time pa na kinonsume namin is making the sequence, checking the method, no? But, hindi na ubos yung 30 minutes namin, or we consume our 30 minutes, including warming up the system, turning on from scratch, and ngayon, nag-read na yung ating blank. So, can see. So, that's how fast and how productive you can get with the AJ, with Analytic yan at PlasmaQuant 9000 series, and as well as the 9100. So, if in some technology, you're still on the warming up ng optical bench, so with our system, you're already running your blank, no? Nandito ka na sa calibration standard 1, rather, sorry. So, I think that's how productive you can get with our system. And I guess I will stop talking and just fast forward na lang later on doon sa ating results, no? Of course, wala mong kwenteng speed. Okay? You can get it wouldn't matter how fast you can get if your results are not good enough. So, moving fast forward dun sa ating results, we're gonna look how this specific system performs with water analysis. So, we just finished our analysis and the plasma already went off as we have specified in our sequence earlier. So, as per demonstration, I believe we're almost done because the system is, since the plasma is already turned off, so there's just few things that we can do to complete the shutdown, and that is to relax the pump tube and as well as turn off the individual accessories and units, no? In reverse order naman compared kanina nung nag-start up tayo. So with that note, so I think we already completed this demonstration, and just to provide you with some summary, so I would just like to remind you that we were able to achieve 30 minutes of um, 30 minutes of time from a completely shutdown system hanggang sa makapag-analyze tayo doon sa ating first calibration. And for me, it's a very it can deliver you some sense of productivity, especially when comparing with other systems. For example, since we don't have I mean optical components warm up, we don't have any external calibration for our wavelength correction, so we don't have that. So I would just like to note, and I think I discussed that we have internal wavelength correction through our integrated neon lamp, and I believe it would help a lot para ma-maintain yung integrity ng aming wavelength reading. So with that, again, so I think it just sums up that during the day, if you have this system, you can easily start, no? When you start doing your lab work around 8 a.m., you can finish. I mean, you can even start at around, say, 8:30 or going 9. With works included na yan, no? And you're already analyzing your samples or already started your calibration. So I believe that will boost your productivity in many levels, um, and I hope that someday or soon you can have this kind of system with you. It's a good arsenal, and it's not just fast starting, it also can deliver you quality data, and I believe at the end of the day, one of the most important things that you need to have. Okay, so thank you. So we will proceed with the data analysis take out. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you.
A wide range of accessories offers tailored configurations for any application. Choose the ideal ICPOES from 2 family members, the routine all-rounder, the PlasmaQuant 9100, or the high-resolution PlasmaQuant 9100 Elite, and expand your analytical capabilities.